exercise where they ask me a lot of things using the same information to do the things. I personally found it easier to do everything at once. It saves me time because I read the adjustment once and I go put it in all the places that it influences. So, but to do that, it's important to first get your structures ready. So what I will do is I will see. Can you see I have an income statement? And now my fingers doesn't want to work. I have notes to the financial statements, the payables, and the face. It's all there, so I can start by filling in. So the balance sheet is obviously going to influence the face and the notes for payables. So if I look at that, I start and I see, okay, I've got capital. So I put the, do they ask me the note for capital? No. So I put capital there. Can you see this is a sole owner? This isn't a partnership. So those things aren't at play here. How do I know this is not a partnership? Because there's only one capital. And can I do it in grade 11? Of course I can. Because in grade 10 you did a sole owner. And grade 11 you did a partnership. If I give you a trial balance, you should know which type of business I'm giving you. Right. So I know I'm going to need capital, which is 473.10. I need to subtract drawings and add profit. There's no drawings here, which is still fine. Okay. Now, can you see they also didn't? So now if I go look, I see there's also not a note for fixed assets, meaning I need to do everything all at once here in the face. So I'm going to take the cost. The cost of land and buildings, the cost of vehicles, the cost of equipment. I subtract the accumulated. What am I doing? The accumulated. I subtract the accumulated, and then I just pause because that's the only info so far. Fixed deposit, no, let's go on. Then I see trading stock. Trading stock, I'm going to immediately draw for myself a T for trading stock, because I know if there's an income statement, there's going to be a deficit or surplus 9 out of 10 times. So let's go look. They tell me I have a balance of 74. Creditors control goes into my note. So my note says 65. Debtors control is a receivable 56.8. Bank is 43.1, but I need to make sure this is my bank, so I'm just marking it like that, so that if there's bank transactions, I keep into mind if it maybe moves down to bank overdraft. Okay, I see petty cash is 200, fixed deposit is 40, it's First Bank, 40,000. And then I see, oh, they give me a lot of creditor stuff. They give me a pension fund, a medical aid fund, right? Why don't they give me SARS? Because I already paid it. This means because it's there in the trial balance, it means I still haven't paid this. Otherwise, it would not be there if I've paid it. No, it's a payable. And then I see provision for bad debts. I'm just going to highlight that to remember this is the old one. This is the old one. And then I see there's a loan. And loan I'm not touching because I see here it's the 1st of March, so this is the opening balance. And then the rest, now I see, okay, The rest of the stuff is income statement. So let's finish the income statement entries. I've got my sales, 988, cost of sales 410, debtors allowance I subtract from sales. Then I see salary and wages is an expense, 110. Advertising, 18. Rent income, 14.4. Discount allowed. And just once again I say to you, you know what's income and expenses by just looking at the columns. They were friendly here, they gave you columns. The debits is expenses, the credits is income. The interest you separate. Just remember that. So now I see there's insurance, 19.5, packing material, 6, stationery, 5.2, medical aid contribution. Can you see? This is an expense. This is what the owner gives extra. It's an expense. Has this been recorded? Yes. How do I know it's been recorded? Because it's in the trial balance. Okay. UIF contribution.
Ms. Mapuya and Ms. Uchela, can you please come to my office? Ms. Mapuya and Ms. Uchela.
Skills development levy. Let me quickly explain this to you. So, please listen. The skills development levy is a thing that a business needs to pay to SASH, to the receiver. And then if they can prove that they did development with their staff, the SASH will deduct it from their tax that they need to pay, or they will refund them. So skills development levy will never ever be deducted from a worker's salary. So it's never a deduction. It's just a contribution, because you will see it's 1% of the gross. So usually, so what you actually need to know is UIF, skills development and tax is all paid to SASH. Okay, so skills development is an expense. Skills development levy, 1.1. Now I see interest on fixed deposit. I know I split the interest. Bad debt, sundry. And now my foundation is laid and I can start with the adjustments. And this whole process is also a process for me personally that calms me down, because it puts the format in my head and it helps me to see, oh, I know where everything needs to go. Okay, so let's start. Number 1, I'm going to take this here. I'm just organizing my stuff here together with Google. So, number 1, packing material 800 Rand purchased was incorrectly posted to the stationery. So, I put in packing material, this is the right one, stationery is the wrong one. So I'm going to take it out of the wrong one so that it becomes a 0. I cancel, and I'm going to put it into the right one. Now we know both is expenses. So if it's expenses, it means my stationery is going to minus with 800, and my packing material is going to plus with 800. And this transaction doesn't influence my balance sheet at all. Physical stock take. Physical stock take is inventory. So I go to my face and I say, okay, face, Where's inventory? Oh, there it is. So it's going to be the 66,100 plus the 900 plus the 500. Okay, and I'm leaving that there because maybe there's another adjustment. So I go on. I also know that all of this is going to influence my income statement. So if I go to trading stock, you remember that I draw a little T here. So my trading stock is now 66.1. So I can see, oh, there's a shortage on the minus side. So in my income statement, I can now say trading stock deficit, it's 740 less 610. I'm reading it that you can see that I'm saying different things. So that gives me what? It's something 900. And there's my deficit. The packing material, I know I have 900 left. So I subtract it because I want to get the used ones. The stationery, I've got 500 left. And I subtract it because I want to have the used ones. Okay. Number 3. Rent was received until April. So I know if I go look at my trial balance, my year ends 28 February. So immediately I know if they say it's been received till April, I know my rent is going to be subtracted because we paid for future. And I know it's going to be an income received in advance. So I'm just going to give myself there a heads up. Rent income needs to go in there. And now I need to calculate. So they say to me, rent was received till April. The rent increased 10% from 1st Jan. So what do? I go see my year. Okay, let me just get everything away. My year is 1st March, 28 Feb. Also March and April was received. I go look. The increase happened on the 1st of Jan. So before we received 100%. After we received 110%. So meaning March and April is both 110. Can you see? 220. So now I say, how many months? March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. 10 months, I received 100%. Okay? January, February, March, April. 4 months, I received 110%. So my known is 1440. My unknown is 220. So I take the total rent, which is 14,400, and I say UK unknown over known. And that gives me what? 6?
2,200.
I could have also said 110. But then I had to remember I get 1,100 as the answer. So I still need to times it for 2 months. Okay. So now I go to my income statement. And my income statement, I'm going to subtract the 22, which gives me 12,200. Okay? And my balance sheet, I want to go to income received in advance, 22. Happiness. Next one is the loan statement. Now I'm happy because I see the interest is not given to me. So I'm going to draw a little T account. Okay? I'm going to draw a T account where teacher can see it. Opening and a closing and a bank and an interest on loan. Okay? So they gave me the opening is 100,000. By the way, is that the amount that they gave me on the balance sheet? On the trial balance? Yes. So it's 100,000. They tell me the closing is 87. Yes, baby?
What if it was not the amount on the trial balance?
Then you leave it because the amount of the trial balance usually is the opening less the bank. Because during the year, I've recorded my payments to the loan. So the only thing short, so if they don't tell you that this is the opening balance, then you can assume that this is the opening less the bank. Okay. So now, my bank, they say, it's 2.5 per month. Meaning I have 12 months, meaning this gives me 30,000. So now I'm just going to balance. And please, I need to see this because it's 1, 2, 3, because it's in brackets 4. But if your amount is, say for instance, you didn't times this with 12, this amount is wrong, then you get nothing because I didn't see your calculations. Okay, so this is going to give me 17,000. Okay, now if I go to my face, I know I have a loan here, ne? And I have a closing balance of 87. Ne? 87. They don't tell me anything about the repayment on loan. So what do I assume? That it's the same. And what is 100 less 87? 13. So you put in there 13, short-term loan, 13. So this is going to be 74. And you can see 74 plus 13 gives me my loan, 87. I just want to show which part is face, non-current, and which part is current. Now, next one.